Alright, so in this video we're going to learn about strings, we're going to learn about frets, and we're going to learn about fingers. We're also going to learn how to play in A minor. The A minor was the first chord that I ever learned. It's easy, it sounds cool, and it's in a lot of songs that you're going to be playing very shortly. Let's talk strings. They are numbered backwards, which was a bit confusing for me at first because it's counterintuitive, but don't worry, you're going to get it. So the top string, which is the big string, is the 6th. Then we have the 5th, we have the 4th, we have the 3rd, the 2nd, and then the smallest string, the thinnest string, which is on the bottom of your guitar, is the 1st. So then we have the frets. And the frets, we're just looking at 4 frets on this initial slide here. But we're going to be using only the 1st and the 2nd fret. We have the 3rd and 4th, but don't worry about those. We're not going to be using them. And now we'll go over the fingers. So your index finger is going to be color-coded with blue. Your middle finger will be color-coded with orange. Your ring finger is going to be yellow. And your pinky is going to be red. So now that we know about strings, frets, and fingers, we can learn the A minor. Alright, so your index finger is going to go on the 2nd string and on the 1st fret. So you see how that works? 2nd string, 1st fret, 1st finger, or index finger. 2nd finger is your middle finger, and we're going to go 4th string, 2nd fret, 2nd finger, which is your middle finger. Your 3rd finger is going to go on the 2nd fret, and that's going to be on the 3rd string. So 3rd string, 2nd fret, 3rd finger. Okay, now this is how it looks on the guitar. So we can see on the chart here we have the blue exactly where it shows on the diagram, and then you can see it on the picture of the guitar neck and my fat fingers. Okay, so take a look at the index finger. It's blue, and you can see what the actual placement looks like on your guitar. Then we look at the middle finger, which is orange, and check out that placement. Now, little note here, don't allow that middle finger to touch the 5th string. It looks like it's touching in the picture of the guitar, but definitely don't do that. Ring finger is where it's supposed to be, and that is the yellow. So now that we know what the A minor looks like and where our fingers are supposed to go on the fretboard and which strings they're supposed to go on, let's go ahead and belt out an A minor chord. Alright, so here we go. We have our A minor chord. We have our fingers in the right position. Let's make sure that our fingers aren't touching any of the strings above or below our target strings. So what I mean by that is bring your wrists under a little bit. Bring that wrist under. And so we can come over and make sure we're pointed down on the strings and our fingers aren't across the strings below or touching the strings above. Because if that happens, this is the sound we're going to get. Sound familiar? Okay, so we got to bring that wrist under a little bit and pivot down with these knuckles here so that we have more leverage and we're coming in from the top. And we're going to strum down from the 5th string. So remember, we have 6, 6, 5, we have 4, we have 3, we have 2, and we have the 1st string here. And we're going to strum down from the 5th. Okay? So let's just start with a three strum series. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3. Down from the 5th. I'm not using a pick. You may be using a pick, but you can use your fingers too. And just make sure that all of the notes are playing clearly and you're not touching any of the other strings. We can just go 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. And this is why we want to learn the A chord, the A minor chord. It's because it transitions so well with all these other open chords we're going to be learning first. Hurt by 9 Inch Nails was redone by Johnny Cash. It's a really easy song that we're going to learn, and it starts with an A minor, goes to a C, and then a D. But it starts with the A minor, right? It's kind of a sad sound. Minor chords are typically sad sounding. Whereas a major chord, this is an A major, it's happier. But from the A minor, you can do all sorts of stuff, and that's why we're learning it. So just try that 3 count. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Once you have this down and you don't have to think about it, and you can easily find your A minor chord on the fretboard, then we can move on to the next chord. But make sure that you have this one down pat, because the same principles are going to apply and hold true to learning other chords. We can't be touching the other strings above or below our target strings. So we got to make sure we're applying the right pressure and getting clear notes. And a quick tip here, so the closer you are to the nut, which are these ridges that go down perpendicularly to the fretboard, the better it's going to sound, and the easier it's going to be for you to hold down these strings. So if I hold this up here, it's harder for me to hold it down. I can wedge it in between the nut, right, and my finger, and that makes it easier to press down. I get more pressure and it sounds better. So then we go back to the A minor. I'm going to take this index finger, I'm going to wedge it on the second nut, second fret, and then again we're going to stroke down from the 5th string. So that's just A minor, and then taking my index finger off and adding a pinky, which we'll learn soon. But first things first, practice that A minor. Post any questions that you have below the video. Let me know if you're having any problems, and I will personally respond and make sure that we get you back on track. All right, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.